Your in-depth look at local news. ABC 6 News at 6 starts now.
Tonight on ABC 6 News, Rochester police are warning people about a surge in drug overdoses. How many officers say they responded to just in the last day? Plus, you won't have to wear a mask at most places in Minnesota now. The state has lifted its mandate, where you'll still need to keep them on. But first, we do have developing news out of Albert Lea. This is a look from above. Neighbors were alarmed this afternoon after a train derailed. A precautionary shelter in place is now in effect. We are live on scene, the latest from the derailment. Good evening and thank you for choosing ABC 6 News. I'm Miguel Octavio. Now this afternoon, a train with 50 cars derailed in Albert Lea near the east side of Goose Lake. We are still learning more about this developing situation. We do have ABC 6 News reporter Mackenzie Davis live near this accident where it happened. Mackenzie, what more have you learned?
Miguel, people here in Freeborn County got an alert on their phone earlier this afternoon when the derailment occurred. You can kind of see it off in the distance behind me. I am by Goose Lake is what they call it here in Albert Lea. And the alert that they got was asking them to stay away from Eastgate Road near where the incident occurred. Here's what we're learning so far at this hour. This is a video that we have from the incident. You can take a look here. Police say a 50-car Union Pacific train derailed Saturday afternoon in Albert Lea, and according to the Albert Lea Police Department, the train derailed after 1:30 p.m. north of the intersection of Hawthorne Street and Olmsted Avenue. A Union Pacific spokesperson said 28 of those 51 cars went off of the track. No injuries have been reported, and a precautionary shelter in place alert has been put out for the surrounding area. In Rochester, Hazmat is on the scene to assist with any of the materials that may have spilled during the crash. We were told that there were some hazardous materials that were on that train that did go off the track. Again, you can kind of see it off in the distance behind me. It was going over a railroad or a bridge, and the bridge did end up collapsing. It's over the water. But that shelter in place is still in place as far as we know, but there is no threat to the public right now. Miguel, back to you.
All right, Mackenzie, thank you. Now, as a recap, Union Pacific Railroad confirmed 28 cars went off track. 50 cars are on that train. No one was injured. No evacuations have taken place, but right now, a precautionary shelter in place is in order for neighboring areas. Albert Lea police officers say that Rochester hazmat crews are on the scene to contain anything that may have spilled, but police say nothing airborne at this time. This is developing news, so stick with us here on ABC 6 News as we learn more about this situation. Now over to Rochester. Today, the police department says they're responding to more drug overdoses in the area. Within the past 16 hours, there were several. Police say they found a 38-year-old man dead this morning. Witnesses say he did appear to be high the night before. A few hours later, officers used Narcan to save a 22-year-old man believed to be on oxycodone, and last night, officers responded to a meth and heroin overdose. Now, Rochester police officers are urging everyone to be safe. They warn that drug sellers can be held responsible for overdose deaths. And this morning in Iowa, 4 people were hurt and taken to the hospital. One of them, a child. Deputies from Cerro Gordo County say the driver of a minivan crashed into a car. Now, this happened on the intersection of 300 Street and Orchid Avenue. Now, this is just north of Mason City. This happened past 11 this morning. A 21-year-old woman was driving south on Highway 65. A 5-year-old and a 20-year-old were in her car. This is when an 89-year-old woman, Maxine Kruger, got into the intersection and crashed into the 21-year-old's car. Authorities cited Kruger for failing to obey a stop sign and yielding at an intersection. The accident remains under investigation. Mask mandates nationally and in Minnesota are now over for most places, but not all. This means you might still have to keep your mask. Governor Walz lifted Minnesota's mask mandate on Friday. Now this is up to cities and businesses across the state to decide what to do.
We're in a new phase, but that doesn't mean that risk has gone away, and so people need to continue to make choices to protect themselves.
In Rochester, the city says the COVID-19 safety protocols currently in place will continue in city-operated facilities for the time being. In Olmsted County, though, you must still wear your mask in hospitals, schools, and on public transportation like buses and planes. Last night, though, the University of Minnesota dropped its mask mandate for students and staff. The same goes for Walmart and Costco. Some business owners aren't sure whether to keep or remove their own mask mandates, but in Rochester, some people are reacting to the lifted mask mandate in a positive way. For Thirsty Belgian owner John Karish, this announcement marks a new day for his business. They no longer have to enforce who wears a mask or not.
We're dealing with it as it comes. In the industry the last year was that bartenders and waitresses were kind of made to be like a police force. We were asked to enforce things that we never signed up for, and today we don't have to do that anymore.
Karish says with the mask mandate being lifted, they can go back to doing what they do best, serving customers. And now that business owners can set their own masking rules, we are learning some major retailers are choosing to remove that mandate. As mentioned, Walmart and Costco recently. Also, Sam's Club and Trader Joe's are joining the list of businesses moving away from the mask requirement, but each will still follow their own local and state rules. Others like Target, Kroger, Home Depot, and Starbucks are not changing their mask policies quite yet. Now, there is some pushback against the change as well. Store worker unions are saying the new guidance could force essential workers to be, quote, the vaccination police. The Minnesota legislative session is set to end on Monday. That's in just more than 48 hours, but lawmakers have still not agreed on a budget and other major issues. A special session is likely to happen now. So far, there are no agreements on the state budget or how to spend federal COVID-19 relief or whether there will be new police accountability legislation. In recent years, the legislature almost never got done on time. History-wise, from 1857 to 1998, there were 40 special sessions, or about once every 3.5 years, but from 2001 to this year, there have been 20 special sessions. This is an average of once a year, with number 21 looking more likely.
We had a great day today, but now we're seeing some isolated showers and storms throughout the area pop up right around 2 o'clock, and some of those have been producing hail, especially in North Iowa. This one here in northern parts of Fillmore County, we still have a severe thunderstorm warning for this, and this will be dumping some hail, could cause some damage to your car. Again, the severe thunderstorm warning continues until 6:15 for northern parts of Fillmore, extreme parts of Winona County, but mainly for Fillmore County. Let's check the radar. Look at how the showers and storms have popped up throughout the day. Here's that severe storm right here, and that's dropping down to the south and down to the southeast. Again, the main threat here will be hail around quarter size. Current temperature 69 at the airport, 72 degrees in Albert Lea, and 61 in Decorah. You're 6 to 6. Looks like a nice day for tomorrow. Temperatures starting in the low to mid 50s as you're heading off to church. Temperatures for tomorrow getting into the low 70s. We'll keep monitoring that severe thunderstorm warning. Miguel?
All right. Thank you, Ken. Turning to COVID-19 cases in Minnesota, state health officials are reporting 800 more infections. 3 more people have died. The virus has infected 593,000 Minnesotans and killed 7,200 in the state. Now, to date, 14% of all tested Minnesotans have tested positive. As for the vaccines, 2.7 million people in the state have had 1 dose. 2.2 million are fully vaccinated. And today, a grim milestone in Iowa. The number of people who've died from COVID-19 reached 6,000 people. 3 more people in the state have died. Health officials reported nearly 200 new cases. The total number of infections is nearing the 400,000 mark. To date, 22% of all tested Iowans have tested positive. As for vaccinations, more than 2.5 million Iowans have had their first dose. 1.2 million are fully vaccinated. The travel industry took a big hit from the pandemic. Flights seemingly stopped overnight, but as more people are vaccinated, the travel industry is taking off again. Leaders at the Rochester International Airport says the place is getting busier by the day. More people are feeling comfortable flying again. Travel agents are warning you to plan early because demand is so high.
This summer, people who want to go to places like national parks or Hawaii are going to find that almost everything is sold out, and so it has really been a complete reversal of from dead stop to full blast.
Now, as a reminder, masks must still be worn inside airports and on flights until at least September. Well, coming up, fishing season has officially started in Minnesota. How we rank with fishing in the nation? It's pretty high. Plus, people in need of car help got it today in Austin, but today's mission was all to support single moms. why volunteers decided this was an important thing to do. We hear directly from them after the break. The fishing season kicked off today in Minnesota. This morning, Governor Walz cast his line in Otter Tail Lake. He went fishing with EICKHOFF. He's the superintendent at Bertha Hewitt High School. Now, he's lived in the area his entire life. Walz caught a perch, but no walleye. So far this year, the state has sold more than 365,000 fishing licenses. Now, Minnesota ranks number 2 in fishing participation in the country. We're second only to the state of Alaska. This is making the season a $2.5 billion boost to the economy. Now, although the statewide fishing opener started today, there's another fishing event that already came back in our area. Trout Days are back in Preston. This consists of a pop-up market downtown, citywide garage sales, and live music as well. This was all canceled last year. Preston is considered the trout capital of America. The Preston Chamber of Commerce is encouraging people to support local businesses and restaurants when visiting. The owner of the Sweet Stop and Sandwich Shop says people are ready to get back to the tradition.
We are one of the local restaurants that'll be open for Trout Days, so people can come in and get sandwiches or whatnot because they're not having any food vendors this year. Preston Chamber of Commerce wanted to focus mostly on the restaurants that were open so that we could get business people into our businesses.
Happy news for them. The event already started this week and runs all day today. Now, the Single Moms Car Care event was held today in Austin. Local churches and organizations came together to help out single moms in the community with any car troubles and repairs that they may have. The event took place at the Veterans Pavilion in Austin. The cars were checked for any issues or maintenance that might be needed. Mission 507, a volunteer group in Austin, scheduled all of these appointments for free.
We try to help the single moms in the community with their vehicles because as a woman we know how difficult it is trying to take your vehicle in to get it fixed. The whole community comes together and we support these people and let them know that they are loved and they're important and we care.
An amazing organization there. Mission 507 has been doing this event since 2012. Now, we are tracking that trail derailment out in Albert Lea. 28 cars went off track this afternoon. The latest on this incident, but first, here's Ken.
Still, a severe thunderstorm warning is about to come to an end for northern parts of Fillmore County. We'll keep tabs to see if they reissue. Otherwise, for tonight, it's going to be a wonderful night. Bust out the grill, get the fire pit going. It's going to be wonderful. More chances for rain and a nice duration of warmth over the next 7 days. Full details coming up.
Now, this afternoon, a 50-car train derailed in Albert Lea. Neighbors got alerts on their phone asking them to stay away from the 1300 block of Eastgate Road. Here's the latest update. Union Pacific Railroad confirmed 28 cars went off track. No one was injured. No evacuations have taken place. Albert Lea police officers say that Rochester hazmat crews are on the scene to contain anything that may have spilled. Now, right now, a precautionary shelter in place is in order for the neighboring areas around that derailment. A press conference will be held later today. We do have a reporter on scene and we are working to learn more. So stay with us here on ABC 6 News. We will have more information as this incident unfolds. Switching over to the Metro now, the annual Twin Cities Auto Show is now underway. The 9-day event is happening outside for the first time ever at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. People can check out all new sorts of new cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. There's also food from more than a dozen state fair vendors. Tickets are $15 per adult when bought online or $20 at the gate. Parking is free at the Robin Lot off Hoyt Avenue. This runs until May 23rd at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. Well, I was going to say this would be a beautiful day to go outside and check out those cars, but then I saw that we are under a severe thunderstorm warning here, Ken, so maybe not after all.
No, you know what? It was a nice day. After 2 o'clock,
we can celebrate that, right?
It kind of went downhill a little bit for some folks, but not everybody is seeing the rain. And this warning that was issued for southeastern Olmsted, northern parts of Fillmore County, that has expired. So there's some good news as they were probably seeing hail around a quarter size, and that storm is pushing down to the south and off to the southeast. It might clip Preston, but I think it'll stay mostly to the east. But look off to the northwest. Clearing skies, partly cloudy skies, and that's going to be our weather as we head into tonight. Let's go full screen. I'll walk my way over. Right now it's 69 degrees in Rochester, 73 degrees in Austin, and 72 degrees over in Albert Lea. What to expect? Here's some great news. The activity will be moving out of here. We're going to get a nice 7-day stretch of warm weather. No talking of frost at all. Rain chances will finally be increasing. If you're firing up the grill, Miguel, I'm thinking burgers. You like lobster. Current temperatures are going to be in the upper 60s, cooling down into the low to mid 60s. 69 officially at the airport, 72 degrees in Albert Lea, 73 degrees in Austin. Again, for today, it was nice, but then the showers popped up, and that will probably happen tomorrow on an isolated variety, right between 4 and 7 o'clock. Watch it pop right there between 4 and 7, so that threat will be around for tomorrow. But overall, again, another nice day with highs getting into the low 70s. For tonight, this activity is getting out of here. It's going to be a beautiful night for tonight. Lows around 49. For tomorrow, a winter with high temperatures near 72 degrees with maybe that isolated shower or storm. Again, not everybody will see it. Great weather to go out in the garden, baby. Also do some clipping. Why not do it after the show? Going out. Beautiful weather on Sunday and Monday to do the yard. Over the next 7 days, this is exactly what I'm talking about. A nice stretch of warm weather. The farmers really need the soil temperature to get above that 55 degrees, and we desperately need rain for those farmers. Temperatures climbing into the middle to upper 70s by Wednesday with an isolated chance for some showers. More regional coverage with showers and thunderstorms, I think, by Thursday, and that could last into Friday. But Miguel, look at those temperatures on Friday and Saturday.
I have to pinch myself here. It's hard to believe the 70s and 80s this soon. Now, Ken, if you are planning to grill anytime outside soon, know that I always want burgers, is what I'm trying to say here, Ken.
Shameless plug.
With some cheese, American too, if you have any.
Hey!
Just by chance.
Beggars can't be choosers, bro.
I'm just saying, if you can't finish them, I'll finish them for you.
There you go.
All right, thank you, Ken. More news to come here on ABC 6 News, but first, here's a look at what's coming up tonight on ABC on Primetime. We have Shark Tank at 7, American Idol, and of course, we'll be back here at 10 o'clock. Stick with us here. We'll be right back after the break. An Israeli airstrike on Saturday targeted and destroyed a high-rise building in Gaza City. Now, this housed offices of the Associated Press and other media outlets. The White House says it's been in contact with Israel, saying the safety of journalists is, quote, a paramount responsibility. Now the U.S. has sent a diplomat to help broker a ceasefire. Here's ABC's Elizabeth Schultze.
The escalating violence between Israelis and Palestinians is intensifying. An Israeli airstrike destroyed a high-rise building in Gaza City that housed international media outlets, including the Associated Press and Al Jazeera, though advance warning was given to allow everyone to evacuate. Israeli defense forces say they struck the media tower because it also contained Hamas military assets, a claim that cannot be verified. The White House issued a statement saying the U.S. has communicated directly to the Israelis that ensuring the safety and security of journalists and independent media is a paramount responsibility. Hours earlier, 10 members of Mohammed Hadidi's extended family were killed in an air raid. His wife and 3 of his children among the dead. Another son is missing. Only his infant son Omar survived. He asks, what did the innocent children do? They were bombed while sleeping safely in their homes. Across Gaza this past week, buildings have been reduced to rubble, hundreds of thousands forced from their homes. As Hamas continues to fire rockets from Gaza, Israel's Iron Dome missile defense system fires back. ABC's Matt Gutman visited one of those Iron Dome batteries.
But people say, well, it didn't get every one of the rockets that was launched out of Gaza.
Certainly. The system has been about 90% successful in intercepting rockets. I think the situation on the ground here would be very, very different without the system.
A U.S. ambassador is now in Israel hoping to help broker a ceasefire. Elizabeth Schultze, ABC News, Washington.
Join the conversation. Go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/KAAL-TV.
Again, that storm moving through northern parts of Fillmore County, now into central relays. Continues to move down to the south and off to the southeast. Lanesboro is getting hit right now with heavy rain, maybe some small hail. I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple hailers there to the southwest of Cresco, also with that thunderstorm activity that is also pushing down to the south and off to the southeast. Otherwise, quiet tonight. Overnight lows getting to near 49, maybe an isolated shower or storm for tomorrow. And then the warmth continues. Isolated chance for rain on Wednesday. More regional-like rain as we head into Thursday, so hopefully a widespread event, but still nothing big over the next 7 days rain-wise. But then temperatures getting to near 80 degrees by Friday and Saturday.
Okay, better bring out those shorts, but also your umbrellas. Don't get too excited quite yet. All right,
Have a great night.
See you back here at 10. Have a good night.